What if I told you that some students are making thousands of dollars before they even graduate? Not because they're lucky, not because they have rich parents, but because they learned skills that people are willing to pay for. In this video, I'll show you a realistic roadmap that can help you work toward your first $10,000 while still in school. Before we begin, a quick note. This video is divided into 3 parts, so you can follow the journey step by step. In part 1, we'll talk about the mindset shift that separates students who struggle financially from those who start building real income. You'll also learn the best high-income skills to develop and how to get your first clients. In part 2, we'll dive into practical ways to make money while still in school, including freelancing, AI-powered skills, digital products, tutoring, networking, and smart money habits that can help you grow your income over time. Finally, in part 3, I'll show you a realistic roadmap for working toward your first $10,000, the biggest mistakes students make, and the daily habits that can put you years ahead of your classmates. This isn't a get-rich-quick video, and I won't promise you'll make $10,000 overnight. Instead, I'll share practical strategies that real students use to build valuable skills, create opportunities, and earn money while continuing their education. So, if you're ready to invest in yourself and start building a stronger financial future, let's get started. Part 1. Imagine graduating from high school or college with more than just a diploma. Imagine having $10,000 in your bank account while your classmates are wondering how they're going to pay for gas, textbooks, or even their next meal. Sounds impossible? Most people think it is. But here's the truth. Every year, thousands of students across America earn thousands of dollars while still going to school. They're not celebrities. They're not trust fund kids, and they're definitely not working 80-hour weeks. They simply understand something that most students never learn. School teaches you how to get a job. It rarely teaches you how to make money. In this video, I'm going to show you realistic strategies that can help you work toward your first $10,000 before graduation. This isn't about lottery tickets, crypto gambling, or overnight success. It's about building skills that people will actually pay for. So if you're serious about changing your financial future, stay with me until the end. The first thing you need to understand is that making your first $10,000 isn't about working more hours. It's about creating more value. Think about it. If you make $15 an hour at a part-time job, earning $10,000 takes more than 600 hours of work before taxes. That's a huge amount of time, especially when you're balancing classes, homework, sports, or a social life. But what if you could earn $50, $100, or even several $100s for completing a single project because of a skill you've learned? Suddenly, your goal starts looking much more realistic. This is where most students make a mistake. They spend years becoming great consumers. They scroll social media, watch videos, play games, and spend money on entertainment. Very few spend time becoming creators. The internet rewards creators, problem solvers, and people with useful skills. Every business needs content. Every entrepreneur needs marketing. Every creator needs editing. Every online store needs design. Those needs create opportunities for students willing to learn. So let's start with the first strategy, learning a high-income skill. Before you roll your eyes and think this sounds complicated, hear me out. You don't need a 4-year degree to learn skills like video editing, graphic design, copywriting, website design, AI-assisted content creation, or social media management. In fact, many professionals in these industries taught themselves through free tutorials and practice. The biggest investment isn't money, it's consistency. Let's say you decide to learn video editing. At first, your edits won't be amazing, and that's completely normal. But after editing 10 videos, you'll improve. After 50 videos, you'll notice a huge difference. After 100 videos, you'll probably be better than most beginners. Businesses don't care where you learned. They care whether you can solve their problem. If your editing helps someone grow their business or their YouTube channel, they'll gladly pay you for it. Now, here's something most people never realize. The internet has completely changed the job market. Years ago, students were limited to local opportunities. Maybe you could work at a grocery store, a coffee shop, or a restaurant. Today, your customer could live in New York, Texas, California, or anywhere else in the world. Your classroom is local. Your opportunities are global. The second strategy is freelancing. Freelancing simply means offering your skills to clients instead of working a traditional job. Let's say you learn graphic design. A local business might need a new logo. A YouTuber might need thumbnails. A real estate agent might need social media posts. One small project could pay more than an entire weekend at a minimum wage job. Here's where many beginners fail. They spend weeks worrying about creating the perfect portfolio before ever contacting a client. Instead, create 3 to 5 sample projects. They don't even have to be for real clients. Design a logo for an imaginary company. Edit a sample YouTube video. Create a social media post for a fictional business. Those examples show people what you're capable of. Clients care much more about results than certificates. As your confidence grows, you'll notice something interesting. The first client is always the hardest. The second becomes easier. By the 10th client, you'll understand how to communicate, deliver quality work, and ask for higher prices. That's how income grows. Not because you work harder, but because your skills become more valuable. Now let's talk about one of the biggest opportunities available to students today. Content creation. Years ago, starting a business required thousands of dollars. You needed inventory, a storefront, employees, and expensive advertising. Today, all you really need is a smartphone, an internet connection, and the willingness to keep creating even when nobody is watching. Whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, or another platform, content creation allows you to build an audience over time. The key phrase is over time. Most creators quit after uploading 5 or 10 videos because they don't see instant results. The creators who eventually succeed are usually the ones who kept posting while everyone else gave up. Imagine uploading one helpful video every week for an entire year. That's 52 opportunities for someone to discover your content. Every video becomes another employee working for you 24 hours a day. Even while you're in class, sleeping, or hanging out with friends, your content can continue reaching new people. The goal isn't to become famous overnight. The goal is to become useful. Teach something, entertain people, solve a problem, make someone laugh, answer a question. The more value you provide, the more opportunities you create for yourself. And here's the best part. These strategies don't disappear after graduation. The skills you build today can continue paying you for years. While many students graduate hoping someone hires them, you'll already know how to create opportunities on your own. But we've only scratched the surface. There are several other strategies that can dramatically speed up your journey toward your first $10,000, including digital products, AI tools, networking, and one simple habit that separates students who stay broke from students who build real wealth. That's exactly what we'll cover next. Part 2. Now let's talk about something that has completely changed the way students can make money in the last few years: AI. Whether people love it or hate it, artificial intelligence is creating opportunities that simply didn't exist before. The students who learn how to use AI as a tool instead of fearing it will have a huge advantage. Notice I said, use it as a tool. AI isn't a replacement for your creativity or your work ethic. It's a way to become faster and more productive. For example, imagine you're helping a small business manage its social media. Instead of spending hours thinking of captions, brainstorming ideas, or writing posts from scratch, AI can help you generate drafts in minutes. You still need to review everything, add your own ideas, and make sure the content is accurate and fits the client's brand. But you've just saved yourself hours of work. That means you can help more clients without working twice as long. The same idea applies to writing, video editing, graphic design, coding, research, and dozens of other skills. The next strategy is selling digital products. This is one of the few ways to earn money even when you're not actively working. A digital product is something you create once and sell multiple times. It could be a resume template, a study planner, a budgeting spreadsheet, a Notion dashboard, printable worksheets, or an e-book that teaches a skill you've already learned. Unlike physical products, there's no inventory to store and nothing to ship. Once it's created, people can continue buying it while you focus on school or your next project. Think about this for a second. If you sell a digital product for $20, you'd need 500 sales to reach $10,000. That sounds like a lot until you remember the internet gives you access to millions of potential customers, not just the people in your hometown. Even if you never reach 500 sales with one product, you can create several useful products over time. Every new product becomes another opportunity to generate income. Another powerful strategy is tutoring. If you're good at math, science, English, coding, music, or another subject, there are students and parents willing to pay for your knowledge. You don't have to be the smartest person in your school. You only need to know more than the person you're teaching. Many successful tutors started by helping classmates understand difficult concepts before turning that knowledge into a side income. One lesson that applies to every successful student entrepreneur is this: solve problems instead of chasing money. Money follows value. If someone has a problem that costs them time, stress, or frustration, and you can solve that problem, you've created something people are willing to pay for. Businesses pay editors because editing saves them time. Parents pay tutors because they want better grades for their kids. Content creators pay thumbnail designers because better thumbnails can help attract more viewers. Focus on solving problems, and income becomes a natural result. Now let's talk about networking, because this is something many students completely ignore. The opportunities you get often depend on the people who know you. Networking doesn't mean walking into a room and handing out business cards. It means building genuine relationships. Connect with classmates who have similar goals. Reach out to local business owners. Join online communities related to your interests. Comment thoughtfully on creators' posts instead of simply asking for favors. Sometimes a single conversation can lead to your first paying client or introduce you to someone who changes your career. Here's another mistake students make. They spend every dollar they earn as soon as it hits their bank account. They buy expensive shoes, the latest phone, or things they don't actually need. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your money, but if your goal is financial freedom, your first dollars should become tools, not trophies. Let's say you earn your first $500 from freelancing. Instead of spending all of it, invest part of it back into yourself. Maybe you buy better editing software, a quality microphone, an online course, or a second monitor that helps you work more efficiently. Those purchases aren't just expenses. They're investments that can help you earn even more in the future. Another important habit is learning basic money management. You don't need to become a financial expert overnight, but you should know where your money is going. Create a simple budget. Track your income and expenses. Save part of everything you earn. Building these habits while you're still in school puts you years ahead of many adults who never learned them. Here's something else that most people don't tell you. Progress is rarely exciting in the beginning. Your first video might get 20 views. Your first digital product might not sell. Your first client might say no. Your first freelance proposal might be ignored. That's completely normal. Every successful entrepreneur has experienced rejection. The difference is that they didn't treat rejection as proof they should quit. They treated it as part of the learning process. Imagine two students. One gives up after hearing no 5 times. The other keeps improving, keeps learning, and eventually hears yes. A year later, their lives look completely different, not because one was luckier, but because one stayed consistent long enough to improve. Remember, your goal isn't to become perfect before you start. Your goal is to start before you feel ready. Every project teaches you something. Every mistake makes you a little better. Every challenge builds confidence that can't be learned from a textbook. In the next part, we'll bring everything together with a step-by-step roadmap that shows exactly how someone could realistically work toward their first $10,000 while still in school. We'll also cover the biggest mistakes that keep students broke and the daily habits that separate successful young entrepreneurs from everyone else. Part 3. Now, let's put everything together into a simple roadmap. Imagine you're starting today with no experience, no clients, and very little money. Instead of trying to do 10 different things at once, focus on one skill. Maybe it's video editing. Maybe it's graphic design. Maybe it's copywriting or social media management. Pick one and commit to learning it for the next 30 days. Spend at least 1 hour every day practicing. Don't just watch tutorials, actually create something. Skills are built by doing, not by watching. During your second month, start building a small portfolio. Create projects that show what you're capable of. If you want to edit videos, edit videos. If you want to design thumbnails, make 10 amazing thumbnails. If you want to write, publish articles, or create sample marketing copy. Your portfolio is your proof. It tells potential clients, this is what I can do. By the 3rd month, start reaching out to people. Don't wait until you think you're perfect, because you'll never feel completely ready. Contact local businesses, small creators, or entrepreneurs who could benefit from your skill. Be professional, keep your message short, and focus on how you can help them. Most people won't reply, and that's okay. You're not looking for everyone to say yes. You only need a few opportunities to get started. Once you land your first client, treat that project like it's the most important job you've ever had. Deliver your work on time. Communicate clearly. Be polite. Ask for feedback and make improvements when needed. A happy client often becomes a repeat client, and repeat clients can become a steady source of income. As your experience grows, don't be afraid to increase your prices. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is charging the same amount forever. If you're providing more value and producing better results, your rates should reflect that. Remember, you're not getting paid for the amount of time you spend. You're getting paid for the value you create. Let's do some simple math. Imagine you eventually charge $250 for a project. Completing just 4 projects each month earns you $1,000. Stay consistent for 10 months, and you've reached your first $10,000. Of course, not everyone's journey will look exactly like this. Some people will reach the goal faster, while others may take longer. The important point is that breaking a big goal into smaller milestones makes it feel much more achievable. Now let's talk about the habits that separate successful students from everyone else. Successful students protect their time. They understand that every hour spent learning a valuable skill is an investment in their future. While others might spend entire weekends scrolling endlessly through social media, they're improving their craft, building relationships, or creating something useful. Another habit is continuous learning. The world changes quickly, especially online. New tools, new platforms, and new opportunities appear every year. The students who keep learning stay valuable. Instead of saying, "I already know enough," ask yourself, what's the next skill that could make me more useful? Patience is another advantage. We live in a world where people expect instant success, but building real income takes time. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't water it once and expect it to grow overnight. You water it consistently, protect it, and give it time. Your skills and your income work the same way. It's also important to remember that success doesn't mean sacrificing your education. School still matters. Learning how to manage your time is one of the greatest skills you'll ever develop. Complete your assignments, prepare for exams, and then use your free time wisely. Even 1 or 2 focused hours each day can create incredible progress over the course of a year. And here's something I want you to remember whenever you start doubting yourself. Every successful entrepreneur, freelancer, creator, or business owner was once a complete beginner. They didn't have perfect skills. They didn't know exactly what they were doing. They simply started, learned from their mistakes, and refused to quit. The difference between people who achieve their goals and people who don't is rarely intelligence. More often, it's persistence. Your first $10,000 isn't just about the money. It's about proving to yourself that you can create value. It's about building confidence, independence, and skills that can continue paying you long after you've graduated. Once you know how to earn your first $10,000, you'll realize that the biggest asset you own isn't your bank account. It's your ability to solve problems and keep improving. So if you're serious about changing your future, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Choose one skill. Practice every day. Build a portfolio. Reach out to your first client. Learn from every mistake and keep moving forward. 1 year from now, you'll either wish you had started today or you'll be grateful that you did. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, because every week we share practical strategies on building skills, making money, and creating a better future, without shortcuts or empty promises. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.